Hey there, and welcome back to Software Inc. We are here, and I've done a bit of off-camera contract work. So we have accumulated about 76 grand here, $76,000. I've done several contracts, and we're ready to continue on. So we're not bankrupt. All our loans are paid off. I guess it just does that automatically. So there were some great tips in the last video for sure. In the comments, definitely going to try to keep those in mind. I will have to go back and reread them a couple times to remember all of them. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple things. So first off, I want to add another desk here, another workstation, because we're going to hire someone else. And I think we're going to hire a marketer because our marketing was really poor on the last one. And that's partly because our guy is not great at marketing, but then also because he was trying to focus on programming. So gonna hire a marketer so our guy can focus solely on programming, and then on top of that, you guys said we should start something a bit more simple, which I think is a good idea. So let's go ahead and look at upcoming releases. And I know we did this near the end of last video, but I do want to look at this again. So unfortunately, there is now two 2D editors coming out in 82, and then there's another one coming out in the beginning of 83. Now my guy does specialize in 2D editors, so I would prefer to do that, but I think there may just be too much competition. There's also a CMS coming out. I mean, there's pretty much like everything coming out. There's not any audio tools until partway into 83, but I'm not sure we could actually finish an audio tool that quickly. Potentially we could by May. I mean, it's less than a year away, so this is a bit concerning to me, actually. Now I think we did an office software, right? Yeah. This is where things get a bit hinky. I mean, we could try another office software. I don't think that's really the best idea. CMS, I mean, I'm tempted to do an audio tool, or we could do a 2D tool and release it like in 84 maybe, depending how long it takes to make. I mean, maybe we could get it out before the beginning. Well, no, this is like January of 83. I mean, that's like 3 months away. So actually, by the time, yeah. So this one comes out then. Ours wouldn't actually come out for a while after that. So perhaps we could do a 2D editor. But first, let's go ahead and set up our other workstation. So we're not going to do that. So here's, it doesn't really matter what way the desks face, I don't think. So there's that. We'll go ahead and throw another chair down like that. We're pretty much just going to copy this workstation here like that. We don't need another clock or anything. Now this is going to be a marketer, so I think would an inbox be best here? Or maybe a phone? A phone. Okay, so let's go ahead and put a phone there, and then we'll stick a little cactus or something right there. I really like the music in this game. So we now have that. So in terms of, now we may not want to hire a marketer yet, because for a while they're not actually going to be doing anything, because we need to actually start programming and such. So if we go ahead and develop software, let's take a look at our options. So if we did an audio tool, just the most basic thing is actually suggesting 3 people, a designer and 2 programmers. And a 2D is actually going to be the same. It suggests 3 people. So this could be a problem. Of course, without anything else here, it is only 3 code units, which is quite low. So this would require an artist, but it does require 3 art units. That would require 7. Okay, let's look at, so audio tool. Could do a music editor, but I think that's going like way too high for what we need to do. I mean, we could look at a CMS. This one is just by default going to require more stuff. I mean, our guy is really good at 2D. Like, our guy is specialized in 2D editing. So if we can make ours, I'm really tempted to throw in something else here. I mean, it's 7 code units, but we want it to almost be a little bit more delayed because we don't want it to come out like right after these other people's come out. The last one we were aiming for, I think, had 10, and I was like screwing up trying to do marketing and stuff. I feel like we could do this. It does suggest 2 of each, but I kind of want to go for it. It does increase the interest like significantly. We do have a consumer reach of 101 million. That may change though based on the operating systems. I'm just going to control. I'm going to select. These are actually quite. This is interesting that these are all quite old. But I'm going to select that. The license costs are only $7,000, which is not bad at all. And we have 1.6 million user reach here. It does now require an estimated code units of 9, up from 7. It's probably because of these extra operating systems. I feel like I almost want to drop one of these. I don't know, 9 is pretty high, but I really want to give it a try. I feel like, I wonder, can you, I think this is gonna like close. Okay, it's not. I wonder, you can't see. Okay, you can't like see the details in here, like what all these offer in terms of like features within them. Okay, so this one comes out at the beginning of next year, but then after that, there's not another one. So if we released ours like the beginning of '84 potentially, we maybe could do decently here. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna call this let me think here. I'm so bad with names, guys. We'll just call this X editor. 2D editor, category default price. We'll lower the price a little bit just to make it a bit more interesting for people. And in-house, we don't want to keep it in-house. We have these operating systems. I mean, developing it for 3 may be a bit much. Maybe I just want to do 2. If I were to remove 1, it would probably be this one because it's the oldest. You know, at this point, it's 4 years old. But I think we'll go ahead and do this, and hopefully not like rip. So we're not going to hire a marketer yet. We only want to hire a marketer once we start need to market, because otherwise we're going to be paying them a salary when they're not actually doing anything. So let's go ahead and do this. Now we built this thing. That shouldn't really be costing us anything. This computer is not doing great, so let's actually go ahead and call IT support and get that in there. Because this computer is obviously not doing well. Sir, could you, I thought, what? IT. Why are you not like fixing this computer, bro? Is that not cleaning? Maintenance. Like, I don't know why this guy isn't doing anything. Okay, well, that's great. So they're not doing anything currently. But yeah, so, okay, there we go. He fixed it. So it should be, it's up to 98% now, which should increase the productivity a good bit. Luckily, we're not really paying out any money, which is, again, why I didn't want to hire the marketer right away. But you can see, I mean, we're kind of making it through here. I mean, so far, it seems decent. You know, it's only been a month, and we're already, like, you know, maybe a fifth of the way there, design-wise, of course. And then I'm actually going to bump this up, so he's not, like, trying to work on that at the same time. Now, our savings account, I actually do want to look at this tutorial. It looks like it paused it, though. I want to let that work. Money on your insurance, you can deposit and withdraw money by using this slider. Money on your insurance account earns you 2% interest per year, but if you withdraw the money within a certain time frame, all interest earned will be deducted. Okay, so this is kind of a way to like keep your money safe, I guess. The amount of time that has to pass before you can withdraw money depends how much money you have deposited within the same financial year. When you decide to withdraw money, the bank will start by trying to withdraw any money on your savings account. Employees retire or might die or get sick. When this happens, they might receive money depending on their benefits. So yeah, you can do like employee benefits and like retirement plans and stuff. This is really all there in your okay, so we're just kind of looking through. I mean, our finances, there's a chart, which is, okay. So contracts, there's that. Electricity. So we're pretty much just paying rent and electricity, which is very minimal. And luckily the licensing costs weren't as much as I thought they would be, actually. So our guy is still doing decently. Like I said, his specialty is 2D editors. Now I can develop this before it's to the end. Right now it's great quality. If we want like outstanding or something. So stocks, we kind of already looked at this. All software, all companies, distribution. So distribution is kind of interesting. Because software is sold both physically in stores and digitally. As time progresses, people will move towards digital purchases, and two platforms even out at some point. I do want this still continuing to work. You can order physical copies of your products by going to releases. Okay, so XT production, so that's our stocks. There is somewhere where you can I found last time, I don't know if this has been like nerfed or anything, but pretty much you can pretty much create a huge server farm and then rent out your servers, like your server space for people to use. And you can actually make a ridiculous amount of money that way if it hasn't been changed or nerfed down. So once we get our own building and such, you can just make obscene amounts of money by renting out a server farm or having a server farm and then renting it out to people. There's not any research currently. I mean, we could do contracts, but we're not really that low on money. Project management. So this is interesting. I'm gonna let that go. So project management lets you delegate a release cycle to a leader in your company so they control everything from creating a design to supporting the product once it's released. A project management team needs a leader. Leader will dictate all his or her time to keeping the project running. Start by selecting a leader to run the project. Okay, so we would do that. And then now look through each of the options to control how the project should be handled. So this is really cool. You can actually, yeah, we did want to close that. You can control who does what. So development teams, we can select the development team. All this stuff, it's, wow. I'll have to look further into that, actually. We could potentially start looking for a marketer because we want to start marketing it a bit. So if we go to hire employees, we want a marketer. We want salary to be medium. And then we want specialization and personality. And we're gonna spend $2,000, 2.8 looking. So we're gonna look. And let's see. So we want to sort by compatibility and probably skill. So unfortunately, all these guys are only 2 stars, but so you're 40, not really. You're 43, so 3,900. Their code is pretty crap. Art. Wait, I searched for a marketer though, didn't I? Optimistic snob. Design code art. I don't know. Skill interview. Okay, so they're pretty good at marketing. I'm not sure what these gray bars may be in comparison to me. So this person is stubborn and introverted. This person is optimistic and snob. You are cocky and a flirt. Well, let's look at you. So this person is actually a bit better all around. Let's go ahead and get them. $4,000, but that's okay. So core, the thing is, I want I'm gonna want to actually create a different team, because if we put them in core and then market, I think our guy's also gonna be marketing again, or be marketing along with this person, which we don't really want. So let's go ahead and hire them. Give limited funds. Yes, I'm aware of that. Thank you. So if we go ahead and we can, I'm gonna pause here, but we can manage teams. So we currently have a core team and there's 2 people on here. we want to do a marketing team, and we want to add this, and then we're going to want to change who all is in here. So trying to recall how to do this. Manage employees. Oh, no. Okay, so we want to change team to not core to be marketing. And then exterm is going to be just in core. Okay, so then that way we can actually assign marketing to just specifically Gloria here. Which should be good. So we are actually gonna start marketing this. And we don't wanna spend too much. I think last time we spent a bit too much. I'm not gonna announce a release date yet. Well, we could. So if we're at 3 code units, May, June, July, August, September, October. We could do like maybe, let's aim for like May of 84 for release date. So we can do that, and then we'll do a press release. Well, it's a little early to do that actually. So maybe we shouldn't have hired the marketer quite yet. This could be bad. If need be, I can do a contract or two on the side to kind of kick things off. Current salary. Sure, you want like a $50 raise? Sure. I mean, we could start marketing it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, we could do a press release. So await a bit in design or development. Okay, let's do text. Pictures is a bit too much. We're gonna assign this to the marketing team, and we're gonna do that. Are you like actually doing something? Effectiveness is pretty horrible. You like majorly suck. Like not to not to be rude or anything, but you really do kind of suck. You're hardly doing anything, man. Your effectiveness is crap. I don't know why you're so bad. Actually, we want to assign. Yeah, no, that's right. For some reason, my guy was like, he's like working super slow now. But there are too many teams in one of your rooms. Make sure employees don't have to walk through other teams' offices. I can't have teams. Are you like nuts? But I don't want my guy marketing this. I mean, shit. Okay, well, what if we, like, I don't know if this is actually gonna work, but you can build like little dividers. So if we just throw some like dividers in here or something, maybe, since these guys seem incapable of working in the same space when they're on different teams, which is a bit odd. Let's go ahead and do that. Maybe that'll help. Potentially. Okay, so we're about halfway there on the programming. Like, god damn it, dude. There's too many teams. Are you kidding me? This person is just like, like even this person's really bad at marketing. I don't entirely understand like what's going wrong here. I mean, this person is a marketer. This working environment's atrocious. Well, you're about to get your ass fired. You request one more raise and you're gonna get fired, man. There are too many teams. Okay, fine. I mean, we'll just, what we'll do then is, we'll just delete this team. Disband, yes, and then we want manage employees. We want Gloria to be on the core team. And there we go. So you should stop complaining now. I guess we'll just assign this to core as well. It's still going like painfully slow, which is bad. This furniture's uncomfortable. Dude, this is like the second best chair you can get. This person just complains way too much. They do seem like way more productive now, though. Like, geez. They're not a good coder, though, which is a bit concerning. Because if you have like someone who's bad at a specialty working on something, like even if there's progress, it can just like detract from the overall quality of it. I mean, if we bump this down to like 1. Okay, so it goes a bit slower, but the marketing does increase, which is pretty good. While they work on that, I'm interested in how these 2D editors did. So 2D editors, this was released a long time ago. Okay, so the most recent 2D editor was released January of this year, and it doesn't have very many active users, unfortunately. This one that released in November of 82 did really well. These people actually lost quite a bit of money, which is unfortunate. But let's see, units sold 33,000. My guess would be that this is a bigger company. This Picture Studios or whatever is probably, so they only released it for one operating system. That may actually be what the difference is. No, they actually did release it for the same one. Why is this press release like so terrible? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, these guys are just, they just make like no progress on this. I don't get it. I mean, I can release it like halfway done or something. I mean, we're almost there. We're only 2 code units away, I think. I think it wanted 9, was it? We don't currently have an artist, which is potentially a problem. We are losing money, of course. I think we may be okay. It's tempting to do like another contract. Like, we could accept like this one. Like with 2 people and stuff. I mean, it's not great to have them multitasking, but this could get us some extra money for sure. Potentially. Considering we finish it in time. Alright, so let's go ahead and bump this up. Develop that. Get these code units knocked out. We should actually be fine on this, actually. Just get us a bit more money in the bank here. And I know this isn't like the most thrilling thing, but if this can do well, then we can like build things will start getting like a lot more interesting if we can actually do this and get, so there we go, we got some more money, which is perfect. It's now winter, but these guys are working way better. Yeah, her productivity is like really, really high at the moment, actually. So I think we'll release this press release. It's not completely done, but I think we'll go, we already did that. Let's go ahead and release this. And yeah, so there we go. This should be moving along a bit quicker now. So we did get a press release out. It's not well known in the market. It's currently being developed and it looks decently retrofit. The press release is pretty boring to look at, but it looks okay. So it's better than like when we did it last episode. But wow, we just lost like quite a bit of money. So January, February, March, April, May, we only have 4 months, which is like not good. We do have 84 followers, so I think I'm almost tempted to just like, let's go ahead and release a press build. That should get it. Holy hell, that's some followers right there, bud. So I think they're going a little bit slower. Whoa. What is your problem? Screw you. 13, they're stressed. Well, why are you stressed, man? What we should do, though, is We should call IT support. But I don't know why you're so stressed. Why are you so stressed? Like, we just got a bunch of followers. You should be happy. Stressed. Okay. Well, you're pretty much useless at this point then. Like, come on. And now you're just not doing it. Oh my goodness. Like, I wish it would tell you why they were stressed. That would be really great. Okay, so we have a ton of followers. I think we probably... Employee is stressed. Make sure you don't overwork them with too many tasks. Build a canteen and send them home when they're completely stressed out. Okay, well, you're like useless, so... if we go back to manage employees, Gloria, I think I'm going to send you home because you're worthless. And then we will want to do a bit more marketing here. We do want to hype this a bit. So let's keep the hype going. And we're heading for bankruptcy, which is a big no-no. Let's go ahead and accept that one. They're just like... Okay, we're gonna go ahead and promote this. Is unhappy. Like, seriously, like... Okay, you're done. You're useless. Go away. Like, for real, dude. It would be better for me just to not even have them if they're just gonna sit there stressed out and be, like, completely worthless. I mean, honestly. Okay, so hyping, I mean, we're doing really good. We do need some more money so we can, like, make sure to order enough copies and market this. We are losing followers, which is not great. Yeah, we have, like... This is unfortunate. This is, like, due today. I don't think we're actually going to get this out. It's 1 day overdue. We actually lost money on that. I guess we should just have him focus on this. It does release next month, so we do want to... we're going to end the hype here. And it is releasing today, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and release this. If you want to release it, yes. I do want to start a marketing campaign. We don't want to spend too much, like $1,000. And we do want to print some copies, like, that's too much, maybe like 2,500. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully we make some money, because if we don't, we're pretty much screwed again. Like, the marketing just hasn't done anything. Like, I don't really understand, like, what this guy's doing. Hey, 44 grand, man. That is something. It's not millions, like I may have hoped, but this is good. So it does not meet demand. So what we then want to do is... we want to order... Product has been reviewed. We haven't heard of XTYTSub product, and they're pretty... The graphics seen X editor has been a positive surprise. It's a very complex piece of craftsmanship, and it feels very stable. It will be interesting to see whether it can compare to FrameStop Premium 15. We ran into quite a few bugs it could do with more modern features. Is well worth the price. So, distribution. I know, like, how do I print? I know there's a way to print more copies. Where's, like, your releases? X editor. In storage. Order copies. So we want to order some more copies. Let's order 5,000 copies. Let's do more. Let's do 10,000. That's 20 grand, but so we'll do that. And the marketing is good. I may actually want to give a more of a marketing budget, but let's see what we do for tomorrow. And I think I'm gonna end this episode here. It made 64 grand. Hey, we're making some money. It's not hundreds of thousands, but it's pretty darn good. So I'm gonna end this, but then I do want to I do want to market. So this has units sold. So I want to market this, and I'm gonna bump up our marketing budget here to like, let's say like $3,000. And we'll do that. And then, yeah, so this episode's a bit long, but I wanted to get this finished. Now that we're actually making some money, things should pick up quite a bit, guys. We aren't going to go bankrupt, I don't believe. So we'll see what we can do here. Hopefully we should continue making money, and this will at least be a bit of a nest egg for us. 128 grand. Okay, we are doing good. We're in good shape. So I'm going to call it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave any tips and thoughts, as always, down below. And I really look forward to next episode now that we have some more money to work with. But until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.